Hello, my name is Chris, and today I would like to offer another quick 5-minute quit smoking tip, which is to simply recognize that when we are feeling irritated with another person, it might not be that other person, it might be us. Not just us in the sense of that we are, doing anything wrong, but it is, pretty well acknowledged that irritability is a pretty common side effect of quitting smoking. Even if we are not, all consumed by cravings and withdrawals, some of us sometimes can go around with this just sense of, I'm just irritated. I'm not angry, I'm not sad, I'm just a bit irritated. Then we have a conversation with someone, and they might be the most perfectly pleasant person in the world, but we start projecting our irritability onto them and then taking it back in the form of increased irritability to the point of anger and frustration, to the point that we can then use that anger and frustration to justify having a cigarette. We're going about our day and we're irritated, and we kind of know that, we kind of recognize I'm irritated because I'm quitting smoking, and deep down there's some part of us that would like to have a cigarette just to get rid of it, but no, we're committed to our quit, we're staying strong, and we would like our freedom, our health and our happiness far more than we would want the cigarette. But this idea still niggles within us. Then we have a conversation with someone and we find ourselves getting irritated with this person through no fault of theirs. They are being perfectly pleasant, they are being exactly as they always are, but for some reason in this conversation that we're having right now, it is just more irritating, it is just more difficult to deal with. And so sometimes we can go on the attack then, God, lash out, be snappy, be awful to this other person when they've done nothing really wrong. We're just doing it because we're kind of trying to cause some kind of drama or an argument which will justify ourselves having a cigarette. So I think one thing to do if we find ourselves in these situations where we're irritated with other people is to just go into that conversation knowing how we're feeling in the first place and recognizing that it's actually nothing to do with this person and everything to do with the deception and the deviousness of nicotine addiction and the way it tries to justify and rationalize having a smoke when there is no justification or there's no rational reason in the world to have a cigarette. To smile at this person and to smile inwards and to breathe and to think about, I'm feeling irritated in this conversation right now, but I recognize that this person has a lot of good qualities. Let me, as I'm talking to them, let me sort of think in the back of my mind about all the things that I like about this person, how I love them, how I care for them, how, even if I don't love them, just what I like about them, and to focus on that as I'm having this conversation. I might still feel irritated, but I'm not going to take that irritability out on them, and I'm certainly not going to pull it back and use it as justification for a cigarette. Because that can make things even worse. There's a whole chapter in my book which is called Quit Smoking and Be Happy, available in print and ebook form from Amazon.com. There is a whole chapter about dealing with other people, and in that I say quite often, being an arsehole is not a prerequisite for quitting smoking. We don't have to lash out at other people. We don't have to be mean to other people. We don't have to take out our own irritability and frustrations on those people. We can breathe, we can smile, we can recognize that what's going on has nothing to do with them and everything to do with us. Because if I lash out at someone that I care about and that puts them in a bad mood, then they may lash out at someone, and then they may lash out at someone, and then there's this whole string of negativity, there's this whole chain of negativity and people pissing each other off, going all the way to God knows where, all because I'm trying to quit smoking and feeling a bit tense. Right, it might be I'm having a bad day, and my girlfriend Melissa calls me, and then I'm kind of mean to Melissa, and then she's annoyed because I've been mean to her. She goes to the shop to buy some groceries. It might take too long, so she takes it out on the cashier. The cashier then goes home because they've had a bad day at work. They take it out on, say, the kids. The kids are then all pissed off and angry, and they take it out on somebody else. Like I said, there's this whole chain of negativity that started just because I was trying to quit smoking, and I don't want to be responsible for that chain of negativity. So I take that with me into the conversations that I have. And I should point out that my girlfriend hasn't annoyed me or anything like that. It's just the first example that came to my mind. Sorry, babe. You know, like, rather instead I can go into that conversation feeling like, do you know what, I am feeling kind of irritable, but I love this person and I care about them, and I'm going to be kind to them, and start a chain of positivity instead. I'm going to be kind to this person so that they're feeling good, and they go out and be kind to someone else, and spread a chain of positivity instead. Hope that's been helpful today. I hope that's given you at least something to think about. I'm doing a lot of these short videos where I'm basically just dumping what's on my mind and getting it off in front of the camera about quitting smoking in a way that I hope is helpful to you. As I said, there is the book. It is called Quit Smoking and Be Happy. It is available in print and ebook form on Amazon. And of course, I do have my one-to-one quit smoking support sessions. You can find out more about those by going to cjstherapy.com/stop smoking. Thank you so much for watching today. I will see you next time.